Hello everyone. In this video, we will see how to connect to Dynamics 365 customer engagement with multi-factor authentication using C#. So friends, if you remember properly, in last couple of weeks, we have posted one video about how you can connect to Dynamics 365 using C# through a console app. Basically, Sumit and Abhishek Parasar has asked the question that whatever the method we have described in that particular video is not applicable for organizations where multi-factor authentication is enabled in Dynamics 365 or Office 365 applications. So to answer their queries, we are recording this video. So in this video, first of all, I will show you how you can set up multi-factor authentication for your Dynamics 365 or Office 365 organization. And then I will show you how you can set up a Visual Studio project in order to connect to Dynamics 365 customer engagement organization where multi-factor authentication is enabled. In the next section, I will explain you the details about the code and show you a practical demo of how you can connect to any MFA enabled Dynamics 365 or Office 365 organization. And lastly, we'll give you a brief conclusion as well. So having said that, let us now start this video, which is how you can connect to Dynamics 365 customer engagement with multi-factor authentication using C#. So ladies and gentlemen, my name is Abhishek Deoria and you are watching Dynamics Academy YouTube channel. So let's get started. Subscribe to Dynamics Academy and press the bell icon on your YouTube app to never miss a video from Dynamics Academy. And first of all, we will see how you can set up multi-factor authentication for your Office 365. So in order to do that, first of all, you need to log into your Office 365 account. So here you can see I have logged into my Office 365 account using my admin credentials, and here you will be able to see an icon called admin. You need to click on that. So the moment you click on that admin icon, it will take you to Office 365 admin portal where you will be able to see the number of active users in your Office 365 account. So right now you can see I have only one user for whom multi-factor authentication is already enabled. So let me add one more user to this. Click on next. I will assign the product licenses and I don't want to do any optional settings, and I'm just finishing adding that user. So now you can see a new user has been added to my Office 365 subscription. Then in order to enable the multi-factor authentication for this user, click on this multi-factor authentication button. It will take you to this page, and here you can see for my user or the admin user, MFA is already enforced. So you need to do the same thing in order to enable multi-factor authentication for the new user. Select that user and click enable here. Click on this enable auth and you will be able to see update successful. Click on close. Then once again select this particular user and you can select whether you want to enforce, means each and every time from any of the devices or any location this particular user will try to log in, he will be forced or enforced to use the multi-factor authentication, or he need to enter the MFA password. So right now I'm enforcing this as well. So this is how you can enable the multi-factor authentication for that particular user. And the next thing what you need to do is you need to now log in with this particular credentials. So after enabling the multi-factor authentication, the moment you will log in, it will ask you to verify your phone number or mobile app. So let me now show you how it works. Now I'm trying to log in very first time after enabling my multi-factor authentication with that new user. So now I have entered my details. I'm trying to log in. Click on next. So the moment you will click on next, it will take you to additional security verification page. The number one thing what you need to select here is how you want to authenticate yourself. You want to authenticate using your phone or mobile app. So I'm currently authenticating myself using the phone number. Then you need to select the country where your phone number is registered. Enter your phone number details and then click on next. So what it will do, it will send you an SMS verification code. Enter that verification code here, enter that verification and click verify. So now your verification is successful and it will give you an app password. Remember one thing, you need to store this app password very carefully, because whenever you want to connect to code to this Office 365 organization, then you can use this password as well. And then I have copied this password. I'm storing temporarily onto my notepad, and then click on done. So now you can see I am able to log into my Office 365 account. So this is how you will be able to set up multi-factor authentication for your Office 365 account. So having said that, let me now show you how you can set up a Visual Studio project before you start writing code to connect to Dynamics 365 customer engagement application using C# for an MFA enabled Office 365 organization. Before writing the code, you need to create a new project of console application type or any C# based application. So for this demo, I'm using console application of .NET framework type. Click on next, give the project name and the required framework details and solution name, and then click on create. But for time being, I have already created my project, which is of again console application type. Next thing what you need to ensure is you need to add the standard Microsoft CRM SDK proxy and Microsoft XRM.SDK DLL references from your Dynamics 365 SDK, or by installing the core services.assembly NuGet package. But along with these two, you need to also add Microsoft.xrm.tooling.connector DLL reference as well, and just make sure that you must have system.runtime.serialization and system.service model references as well. So after adding the required references, your Visual Studio project setup is done. So let us now show you actual code through which you will be able to connect to any MFA enabled Office 365 organization using C#, and I will show you a practical demo as well. So the first thing, you need to add this using namespaces. Then inside your main method, I am declaring one simple iOrganization service object. And in my try catch block, the first thing, this is one of the most important thing that you need to remember, is you need to build a connection string in this fashion. I will put this connection string into the description of this video as well. So first you need to provide what is the authentication type. So auth type should be Office 365, then URL should be the Dynamics 365 organization URL, and the next parameter is username. Here you need to pass user account through which you want to connect to your Dynamics 365, and lastly is you need to pass the password. At this time it should not be your login password, but this password should be the one which you have copied while enabling multi-factor authentication. So let me now again go to my notepad, and I will copy my newly generated password from my notepad and paste it here. So I'm again making sure that my organization URL is correct, and then my user account is also correct through which I want to connect to Dynamics 365 instance, and this is my Office 365 MFA password. The next line of code is you need to use an object of type CRM service client. This class is coming from the Microsoft.xrm.tooling connector, which I have added a reference here. Then you need to pass the connection string which you have built in the previous step into this particular object, and initialize that object using the constructor. Then you need to use this particular organization service proxy property of that particular newly instantiated object. And then I'm checking here if the object is not null, then the connection is successful, and I'm retrying all the contacts in that particular Dynamics 365 organization. Or else if it is null, then there is some issue either in your password or in setting up your MFA, or the authentication type is different. So then I'm writing a line called failed to establish connection. So having seen that, let me now show you a practical demo as well. But before running that, I just wanted to make sure that whatever the new user that I have added should be present into my Dynamics 365 organization as well. So here you can see this is my newly created Dynamics 365 trial instance. I will navigate to the contacts and I will show you. As of now, I do not have any contacts into my system, And let me now show you the number of users as well. As of now, I'm my demo user which I've added into my Office 365 is showing up here. I will assign him a role, giving the system admin role. So now my user is present into the system, and let me now create a contact. Since there is no contact into my system, I will creating a first contact which we will be retrieving using that particular user through code. So now you can see there is one contact into my entire Dynamics 365 organization. And let us now go to the Visual Studio, and I am simply running my Visual Studio program. So here you can see the connection is successful, and it has also retrieved the full name of the contact, which was MFA demo that we have created in the previous step. So here I'm connecting with the new user that I have added as part of this demo, and this is the password. So this is how you can connect to any of the Dynamics 365 or Office 365 organization where multi-factor authentication is enabled. So this is how you will be able to connect to Dynamics 365 or Office 365 organization where multi-factor authentication is enabled. So having said that, let us now see the brief conclusion as well. So the general conclusion what you can draw out here is the main logic. What you can see here is you need to build a connection string, and you need to pass that connection string properly into CRM service client, and once you have passed, you will be able to successfully establish the connection. So on that note, I wind this video. I thank you for watching this video till the end. So if you have learned something new out of this video, then please like, share and subscribe to Dynamics Academy, and also press the bell icon so that you will never miss any update whenever we release a new video to our Dynamics Academy YouTube channel. And on that note, I end this video and take your leave. Hope to see you all in the next video. Till then, bye bye and take care. And once again, thank you for your time.